quick before this video starts, if you guys like the videos that I post each week and you want to help me continue making more, you can do that by going to my Patreon page. For as little as $1 a month, you can support me as an independent writer and speaker, link below. Hello people of the world, and welcome to today's episode of Coffee Chats with Jax. You guys, it was just New Year's Eve. It is now officially 2019, which is one of my favorite holidays, and it's hard to really explain why. It's something about like the decompression after all the pressure of Christmas and Thanksgiving and all the other holidays beforehand, and then New Year's Eve has always kind of been a time for me to decompress and to just hit the reset button and start over. And I know that like we can do that whenever we want, but I'm the kind of person that really loves the idea of a chapter ending or a season ending and jumping into something new. And so I kind of just want to talk about some goals that I have this year, because as much as I think we can take any opportunity that we want to hit the reset button, make a resolution, whatnot, I think it's really helpful to just more so than goals have intentions for the new year. One thing I really want to do is, especially according to these YouTube videos, the primary thing I want to voice right now is that I am not an expert in anything. I don't think. I'm not a teacher. I'm not wiser or smarter than you are. I don't want these videos to be me trying to teach. I want these videos to be me sharing my experiences, because I think that there's so much more than we could get from that than we know and we realize. There's been a lot of times in the past, specifically earlier in Jackie G TV days, where I felt the need to preach or tell you what different verses in the Bible meant, or how to do things, how to overcome trauma, how to forgive, how to this, how to that. I don't want to teach, but I do want to share my experiences with you and my stories with you, because I think that they matter. And I want to walk into these settings where I'm communicating with people wherever you are, whether that is in a video or whether that is in an Instagram post or a tweet. I want that to be from a place of, as much as I can, humility, of knowing that like I only have my experience to go off of. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know how you were raised. I don't know how you see the world. I have my own background in religion and my own background in school and in Christianity and whatnot, and a lot of that I believe can kind of skew my mindset on how I see other people who grew up differently than me. And this year has been a lot of deconstructing what it is that I've known to be true, whether that is my faith, whether that is my sexuality, whether that is politics. And it's scary to start asking questions, because when we grow up believing this one thing to be true for so long, and then all of a sudden we find out part of it is not, and part of it is different, and a lot of that is true because of the way I was raised or my experience or the specific people that were speaking into my life. It's a big world out there. There's a lot of experiences out there. And especially if you live in America, America is very, very new. American Christianity is very new, and that's not to say we have to throw all that away, because that's not at all what I'm saying. There's a lot of really beautiful pieces of it, but I have learned this year that there are more experiences out there than just my own. And I don't want to teach things. I just want to share where I'm at and ask a lot of questions about where you're at and learn the process alongside each other. It was crazy this year because I feel like I opened my eyes to a lot of things that really, really mattered that I didn't realize were so important beforehand. Things like politics. Like, I'm not going to teach anything about politics, because I barely know anything about that, but I'm learning so much more. And I used to close my eyes and ears to it because I was around really loud, obnoxious views on it and hateful comments, and I just didn't want anything to do with it. But I would always talk about how I don't care about politics, but I care about people. But this year I learned that they go hand in hand, and in order to really care about people, I need to open my eyes to things going on in the world, in the country, in the government, that stuff matters. And that's not something I want to be ignorant to, because if I'm ignorant to that, then I am ignorant to people. And so what I noticed this year was, as I was deconstructing my faith, I also started caring more about the people in front of me, the people in the world that I used to kind of like turn an eye to and be ignorant to. Things like politics, things like recycling, real world, right now issues. There's ways that we can make this world a better place that I didn't see before when I was really, really immersed only in American Christian culture that I thought was the end all be all truth. And I'm not going to go into that because I'm in the middle of learning a lot and I don't have definite answers of things that I believe right now about that. And there is a lot of freedom in that. And it was painful at first, but on the other side of it, it was so much freer and so much more beautiful and so much more filled with compassionate people that care about people. So all that to say, in 2019, I really want to work on making that mindset my mindset. Like, I don't want to stop asking questions. I want to learn so much more about people that are different than me, people that grew up in different kind of households, different kind of faith backgrounds, different culture backgrounds. That's why I want to travel, so I can go meet people around the world, because I feel like there's such a danger of getting stuck in a box and getting stuck thinking that the way you experience life is the only way to experience life, when that's just not true. The second thing I want to say that I want to do this year is that I want to be as unapologetic about myself as I can. I want to be bold in my opinions, because this year I learned that I'm allowed to have opinions. I started off last year like just so scared of offending somebody, so scared of thinking different, so scared of doing something wrong. And there's good in that to a point, because it keeps you humble in a way, but there's also a lot of unhealth in that, because it kind of eats away at who you are. There's nothing more attractive to me than someone who knows so strongly who they are. They know what hill they'll die on. They'll know what battle they will go to the death for, what makes them, what their mission in life is. I love people like that. I love having conversations and learning why. But I want to find out more about who I am and what my mission is. And I want to be so bold and unapologetic and kind in the middle of that. And I want to be angry about things I need to be angry about. For so long, I was stuck in this mindset thinking that I have to be sweet and kind and not mad, because anger is bad and anger is of the enemy. And there is a very good thing that comes with righteous anger. There's a lot in the world to be mad about, and not that I want to live there and be angry all the time, but I don't think I've been mad enough about the things that I should be. Other than that, my intentions for the year are to learn how to dance, to somehow meet Glennon Doyle, and to rollerblade more. I think that's on like every list I make. That's it. That's where I'm at right now. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and have a good new year. Bye.